Hey guys, so it's been a while since my last video. Over the last couple weeks we've been just kind of straightening things up and moving things around and getting ready for some of our builds coming up. And my dad was out here for the first few days of this last week, and we went down to Big Bend and went down to Boquillas, which is a little Mexican town just on the other side of Big Bend. Basically a tourist trap for Americans. Um, so we've done that. Went to 2/3 of the bars in the town, and we went over to Lajitas so my dad could check out the golf course, and went to Presidio so Lisa could go to the Dollar Tree. um, anyway, so yeah, today I am going to. I walked way away from this, but today I'm gonna get started on pouring some concrete in the little bathroom here on the edge of the shed. Um, Primarily because the packs of concrete are kind of in the way, so might as well get them down on the floor before they end up getting wet or something. Um, so what I'm gonna do is pour about 6 bags over this. It's about just under 40 square feet. I'm only trying to get like an inch and a half to 2 inches of coverage, so should be enough. Um, this is the earthcrete stuff. It's held up all right, but you can see where I put a wheel into it and kind of twisted, and it would grind in, and we had a anyway. It's it's a good substrate, but it's not a good finished product with the concentration of Portland that I put into it, because I only put 12 or I think it was 12 or 15, I can't remember. One of my videos way back when talks about it. But you can see this is mostly sand on top, so it's actually held up fairly well. I mean, with all the trampling around we've done in here and everything else. But in calculating it out, for the depth that I went, I probably needed about 3 times as many bags of Portland as I used to get a good solid surface on there. Oh, and then this is the new toy. This is our Screed. So I'm going to try playing with that in this little tiny area. I was just thinking about it though. I'm going to need to move of course, the wind. The wind hasn't blown for almost the whole week. Now it decides to blow when I'm making a video, right? But I'm going to have to move a couple of these bags out first, so that I'll end up with an empty pallet when I'm done pouring the concrete in here, so that I can actually pull that Screed all the way back to this edge, because it's too wide to go the short way back like this. I'm going to have to basically do 2 passes coming from that edge back to this edge. So, but that's no problem. I'll just move 2 bags and set them outside, and then mix the other 6 bags up, and if it's not enough, I'll have a couple extra bags so I can mix them up and top it off. But I think 6 will be good. Anyway, I'm gonna get to work. Good morning, guys. So it's another beautiful day in the desert. It's been wet. We hasn't been raining, but we had like 100% humidity overnight the other night, so it was like dripping off the RV all night long. So we moved the RV over there now, so we have this whole area clear in front of the shed. The plan at this moment, which might change, is to basically build the house, our kitchen, dining room, living room area over here on the right side of the shed. Basically what I would do is go from the corner right there. I'd go over 4 feet and back 4 feet, or something to that effect, and put the corner of the other building right there, and it would be, square with this building, so we'd end up having an L shape basically. And then we were going to do our bedrooms over on the other side, same scenario, basically a 20 by 40 building. Bedroom, uh, laundry room, utility room kind of thing, whatever, stuff like that. And then right in the middle, we'd do a 40 by 60 greenhouse. So 40 by 40 of it would be, approximately 40, whatever, it'd be like 48 feet, I guess, across. Would join up with the other two buildings and then butt up against the shed there, and then it would stick out in front of the other two buildings coming back to the south here. And so we'd end up with a big covered courtyard kind of area. And anyway, so that's kind of the idea right now. Forming up the slab for our guest houses, and I'm going to do one of these first because, well, it's going to be smaller than our building. So I have to move the truck because we're going to head up to Alpine today, and we want to pick up some materials for building some shelves and whatnot, because we're going to move some of our precious junk off of the wire shelves onto some OSB shelves, so we can use the wire shelves for planting some stuff and getting it going. We're going to put up some grow lights and whatnot in the power building, since it's nice and warm in there, so they can run during the day when we're making way more power than we need anyway. Oh, speaking of that, I bought a generator, so we're gonna have that in case we have cloudy, yucky days for multiple days on end. And if it's cold, if it's not cold, the battery holds up just fine for several days. But when it's cold out and we're running that electric heater, we'll have to use the generator to recharge the batteries if it doesn't get nice out. Anyway, enough rambling. Here's our whatever you want to call it, our corners for the building that we're going to do first. So I say it's relatively small. Not sure. We were debating back and forth on doing 16 by 24 or 16 by 32. If we did the 16 by 32, we'd probably do, like two 16 by 16 rooms essentially. But we'll see. All right, guys. So we went to Alpine yesterday. We got our supplies for our shed shelves and whatnot, and yeah. So today I am out in the trailer, our kitchen, making some bread, and then I'm gonna make a big old pan of lasagna. And the bread, and our solar system is still fully topped off, so it's not even touching the batteries, running the oven and the cooktop here. This pan kind of sucks because it's got a indented middle. I didn't notice it before, because we had the gas stove, so it just kind of sat there, and of course the gas would hit it. But with this stove, it's taking a really long time to heat up the water because the burner is, well, it's flat, it's just a glass top, and so it's kind of holding the water away from the heat, so it's got to heat that metal plate, and then that heats the water. So, it's working, but we'll have to keep that in mind when we're buying different pans and whatnot. Alright, so our bread is done. And now, I'm just waiting for our water to boil so I can make up these 2 boxes of lasagna. And then I've got my filling over here, which is right there. And it's made of this here cheesy stuff from Whole Foods that we got when we were in San Antonio. And this is from Trader Joe's. It's a veggie grounds kind of stuff. It's like ground beef basically, but made out of TVP and this and that and whatever. And then tofu. Just mush it all together, and then I threw some garlic in with it too. So then we'll just layer it out and bake it. Lasagna. Oh, here's the stuff from Trader Joe's. I dug it up out of the, well, I was going to say out of the garbage, but it's just a pile of stuff right there on the floor. Anyway, so you can probably better just to go find a picture of it if you're interested on Trader Joe's or on Google. But that's what it is.